Am I the a-hole for not allowing my sister-in-law to stay in my empty and furnished condo while she's in town? When I, 36F, and my husband, 37M, got married 3 years ago, we decided I would move into his house and keep my condo. While we were dating, we spent time equally between both places. My unit was closer to downtown and attractions in our city, and his house was farther away from everything but much larger and in a quiet neighborhood. Since my place was nearly paid off and the mortgage is very inexpensive, I bought right out of college before the area was as nice as it is now. We decided it would make sense to use it for out-of-town guests, parties, or when we were too tired to drive home after a night out. Last month, his sister, 28, asked if she and her girlfriend could come for the 4th of July weekend and stay at the condo. We agreed. She would drive in from their hometown that Thursday and stay until Monday. Last week, she slipped up and mentioned that she would be having a pride event at my place. At first, she tried to backtrack and said she would be attending one, then admitted that she was planning on using my place to throw the party for about 20 people from a Facebook group. I told her absolutely not and that she and her girlfriend could stay, but no party. We're still in a pandemic, and I don't care if things are opening. My home is not. She called me a hypocrite since my husband and I use it for parties. He and I still refused, so she threw a tantrum and called us homophobes, canceled the event, and made a post on FB about us insinuating, but not stating directly, that we renegotiated because it was a pride event, which isn't remotely true. My mother-in-law called to find out what was happening, and apparently, my sister-in-law is keeping up the story that we were being homophobic. I called her and told her to find somewhere else to stay. So of course she got even more irate and made more insulting posts on FB about us, saying that she's basically homeless for the weekend and that it's not safe for them to stay at a hotel. I'm not budging, but my husband is trying to keep the peace and saying we should still let her stay. Sister-in-law and I usually have a very great relationship, so I'm not sure why she's acting so ugly about it. Am I the a-hole for renegotiating on allowing her to stay in my empty condo? Verdict: not the a-hole. Relevant comments. Princess Programmer. NTA, she literally admitted it's unsafe to be at a hotel right now due to the pandemic, but she's willing to sacrifice the safety of 20 people and you as the owner of the place so she can throw a party? Make it make sense. Lady Black 7. Honestly, even if there wasn't a pandemic going on, how rude of her to assume she can throw a party in someone else's house without asking them. Jib. Her comment about them having parties was a diversion because, I'm assuming, the OP hasn't had any parties since the virus started. She's TA because she's using homophobia as an excuse when it couldn't be farther from the truth. I hope OP clarifies in these posts. OOP. Just saw this. No parties since COVID. Last time we were there was February. Jib. That's what I figured, so she's definitely TA, trying to use that as an excuse. Selfish and self-centered. G_Durand. NTA. Don't let her stay in the condo ever. Accusing you of being homophobic because you are not allowing her to have a party during a pandemic is disgusting. This kind of accusation can have big repercussions, and she is being absolutely selfish in doing so. OOP. I don't want to cancel her completely. I'm sure she was acting out in anger, so I don't want to make a permanent decision out of anger as well. We decided to call her tonight on Zoom so we can talk face to face. Unsightly fuzz. NTA. And frankly, sister-in-law is. There is no way me and my girlfriend can automatically extend to having a party, any party, in your condo. And she only has to be homeless on 4th of July weekend because she falsely called you homophobic. I see how your husband may feel trapped in the middle, so just make this a you thing and not an us thing. Dig in your heels. Eventually, sister-in-law may learn you're a reasonable person, or maybe sister-in-law is going to turn out to be someone who uses people a lot. OOP. I think this is driving me crazy because she isn't normally like this. She's a sweet girl, and I've known her since she was a teen. She's not normally a user, so maybe I'm trying to figure out what made her lash out like this. It came out of nowhere. Unsightly fuzz. Well, maybe her girlfriend put her up to the party idea. Then once it was announced on social media and she had to cancel the plan, it embarrassed her in front of her friends. OOP. I hadn't really thought of it like that. I was more focused on being angry at her calling us homophobic than thinking about why she was being crazy. Edit. She accepted the calendar invitation for us to talk, so I'll update later. She sent my husband a text that said talk to you soon. Didn't send me anything but accepted my invite, so hopefully it goes well. OOP updated next day, same post. Update, it was a very long Zoom with me, my husband, sister-in-law, and her girlfriend, but I think we're all on the same page. I decided to let her talk first, and apparently, she took me saying, I don't want those people in my house to mean something way different than what I intended. She claimed she wasn't blowing it out of proportion, but she also says she knew I didn't mean it in any other way and she let anger get the best of her. She says she doesn't know why she double-downed once she calmed down, but I suspect the girlfriend egged her on as she spent most of the call silent. Sister-in-law was very apologetic about being childish and insisted the homophobic comments were in general and not directly about me. She claims she was having issues with other people as well. But she did apologize for the FB posts and has since deleted them. As far as the party is concerned, the girlfriend made the plans and the sister-in-law just went with them. It went from being a couple of people for dinner to something bigger, and they were both trying to save face, not realizing / caring how it made my husband and I look. She says she understands the invite being revoked and hoped I would forgive her. I apologized for using the words "those people" because I do understand that it can be offensive. She and her girlfriend decided that they would still be coming in next week and that they would shorten the trip and pay for a hotel or Airbnb. I'm not sure if they still plan on getting together with their FB friends, but I did add my 2 cents and told her it was a dumb idea. She laughed it off, but something tells me they're planning on hanging out. We changed the subject immediately after the tears and apologies. I'm glad we spoke. I'm still not completely okay, but I feel much better about sticking to my decision even after she canceled the party.